One of the nicest things about city living, there's always music playing somewhere. To George, this was great. Monkeys love music. And he was no exception.
Steve, please, I have to practice for my solo in the concert tonight. It's pivotal in the piece.
George was impressed by the sounds Betsy made on the xylophone.
Would you like to try, George?
There's nothing a monkey likes better than banging on things with fuzzy hammers.
These things are called keys. Each one plays a different pitch. Listen. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. See? It sounds like the notes are climbing a staircase. You try.
This was hopeless. George was never going to figure out how to put on those keys. This key had a number on it. And so did that one. They all had numbers. The first was 8. What comes after 8? 6 was all roundy like 8. They just looked right together. But they didn't sound right, and time was running out. What if 8 wasn't the place to start? Maybe number 1 came first, like in counting. George could count to 5, and the clock helped him get to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Trouble was, he had 3 keys left.
All right, stand in front of the risers. I want to get a group photo.
Oh, but Aunt Margaret, I have to find George and my xylophone.
Oh, this'll only take a second, dear.
Where did those last 3 keys go? George couldn't count to 15. Each key was smaller than the one before it. Maybe...
Oh!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Only one way to test if he'd gotten it right.
Say cheese.
Hey! That looks like...
And the notes climbed the stairs.
my xylophone! Hey, what'd you do to it? I can't believe you fixed it! Huh? This key always used to wobble. Oh, thanks, George.
George was conducting an important experiment. testing the bounce factor of the living room furniture. This part of the couch made a different sound. That wasn't the couch. It sounded big. It sounded heavy. And it came from up there. For George to be certain, he had to go right to the source. That sort of sounded like his neighbor, but not really. The man with the yellow hat was right. George hadn't heard an elephant. But then, what had he heard? That was the sound.
So the upstairs neighbor has a Galapagos tortoise that's been wrapping gifts and making juice. George, I'm gonna say this one more time. There is no way...
Yes?
Hi there, we're your downstairs neighbors, and...
Oh, so nice to meet you.
George!
What's he doing?
I think he's looking for your, elephant.
My what?
Oh, we heard some loud sounds. Very loud sounds.
Very loud. Oh, I am so sorry. Sometimes I get carried away working on my art.
Art?
I am an artist. I do murals. I mix my paint here. Then I use these rubber stamps I made. Here's one of my completed works.
Oh, we also heard something like a bag of rocks dropping. Do you use rocks in your work?
No. Oh, that was a bag of groceries. It fell off the counter.
What on earth is that? Sounds like an elephant finger painting. Huh? It does.
Wildflowers. George had never seen so many colors anywhere else but in his crayon box. And they smell better than crayons. George wanted to share his discovery. After all, who doesn't like to smell nice flowers? George tried telling her to be a good little cow. Leslie obviously didn't speak monkey. So George tried to speak cow. More cows were coming. Maybe this whole field had once been filled with beautiful flowers, and they'd already eaten the rest. As the cows went in for their afternoon milking, George felt like a big cow-stopping failure. This wasn't easy, but George wasn't going to give up. Why was that wall stronger than George's? These stones were staggered, which made the wall stronger. This would be the best cow-proof wall a monkey ever built. If he finished it in time. George promised the flowers that he'd save them. George's wall had saved the last flowers. The next day, George brought the man with the yellow hat to see how he helped the flowers.
You're taking me to see these flowers? Okay, I'm coming. I don't see any flowers, George.
The wall stood, but somehow the yellow flowers were gone, replaced by these things.
Were those your yellow flowers? Oh, George, it's okay. That's what's supposed to happen. They change. Well, that's supposed to happen too. Those are seeds. They'll land somewhere and new ones will grow.
So George's wall had helped the flowers to survive. And he had until the new flowers grew to think of a way to keep cows away from them.
Ta-da! Ooh.
George wondered, who were these incredible fruit balancers?
Zucchinis!
Piscati!
Giorgio, these are my friends, the famous zucchinis.
We came by to order food for our rehearsal. Our show is tonight.
But now, all he wanted was to be an amazing balancing zucchini.
You want to deliver this to the zucchinis for me? Aha! Maybe you like to see them again, because you want to be a zucchini, eh?
call food, sustenance. That which gives us the strength to perform our amazing feats.
I think he wants to join us.
It's not that easy. It takes lots of practice to do things like us. Balance requires total control. I never sneeze unless,
Meow?
a cat!
Leo's allergic to cat hair, and sneezing is very bad for his balance. It would wreck our show!
George was proud to be a starter zucchini. He gave out every flyer. And that night, everyone he knew came to the show. Everyone. Gnocchi just wanted to watch. She found a quiet place where she couldn't possibly bother anyone.
Okay, just relax, Chef. We'll do everything.
This is like a dream come true.
Gnocchi ran to Chef Biscotti whenever she saw him. So why should now be any different?
Is that
Oh, it's Gnocchi. Leo, don't sneeze.
I can't help it.
Gnocchi, go with Giorgio.
This was just like that mop. So George shifted his hands.
Now I know where George was all day, practicing to be in the show.
We made it!
After a sneeze break, the show went on and was a great success. And when it was over,
Because of their great balance, we voted to make George and Chef Biscotti official zucchinis.
Oh!
And you're welcome to practice with us anytime.
So that was all real? Oh, I'm glad I didn't know. I would have worried.
Nothing to worry about. George is a natural.
But maybe he should stick to the high wire.
So, is it he?
I believe so, Your Highness.
Your Highness? What?
You are in the presence of Her Royal Majesty, the Princess of Bratsvia. So now, we bow.
Wow, a real princess in our lobby.
And now, we leave.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't walk away with Hundley.
Oh, we got carried away. This may be a descendant of the royal dachshund of Bratsvia.
Huh?
A royal doggy.
I always knew he was special.
We must adjourn to the royal quarters and complete the test.
Only if I come with you.
You're both more than welcome, especially the fuzzy monkey.
He weighs much more than a helmet. He is not royal.
Shouldn't we weigh him without the monkey? They're the same! He is royalty, beyond question.
You're one special dog, Hundley.
Not Henley. His name is Lord Percival Barkington the 15th.
Percival Barkington?
And now Lord Percival can take his rightful place in his new home.
New home? You want us to live here?
Not you, just Lord Percival.
Hundley? Without me?
Was he really 4 stripes long? That guy must have had some strong neck muscles to wear this. They weighed the same, too. Hundley matched all the measurements. George never noticed that mark on Hundley before today. It smelled like jelly.
Percival? Are you all right?
There was no time to look for soap.
Is something wrong? Fuzzy monkey! Oh, do I get him too?
No, Your Highness. Now he will go.
Wait! Look! Lord Percival's royal birthmark has vanished!
Impossible. That would mean... He's not Lord Percival after all.
So, we made a mistake. Hundley must return to his old life.
You hear that, boy?
Don't be too sad, Hundley. Well, don't be too happy either.
Please accept our gift of the Royal Bratsfian Leek and Gravy Hoagie.
A dog's lobby was his castle. And for Hundley, even better than a real castle.
Most mornings, George went out on the porch to find the paper. This morning, the paper found George.
Sorry.
George wished he could be a paper boy someday. But he didn't even know how to ride a bike. Not yet, anyway.
This? Why, this was my bike when I was a boy. I sure had fun. But it was a long time ago.
George liked knowing the man with the yellow hat was holding him up. By the third day, he rode so fast the man with the yellow hat couldn't keep up.
Very good, George. I think you're ready to ride on the road. Now remember, always watch where you're going, stay on the right side of the road, and signal turns, like this for left and this for right. That's it. Oh, and be a good little monkey cyclist. Bye-bye.
Wow! Great trick! Sorry I came out so fast, but I'm gonna be late for school. Hey, could you finish my paper route?
Trusted with a paper route. It was like George's wish had just been granted.
Every house on the road gets a paper, including the houses across the stream.
Yes, George had become just like a real paperboy. Nothing would stop him from completing his route. The last time they came to the stream, the man with the yellow hat made paper boats. George thought he remembered how. His boat was so good, George decided to make a whole fleet.
Well, hello. You must be a paper boy. That's an important job. Looks like you've delivered them all but one. Another day's hard work almost done, eh?
George couldn't wait for his newspapers to be sun-dried. George had promised Bill he'd deliver all these papers. If it didn't get done, Bill could lose his job. Maybe the man with the yellow hat knew where to get dry papers.
Hey, hold on, George. How about we just buy a few dry papers and deliver them right now?
And so, George was able to finish his route just like a real paperboy.
Maybe I should buy a new bike for myself, too. Sorry.
The world was full of surprises. But George never imagined anything like this. This was the museum's first robot exhibit.
So, what do you think, George? So, easy or what?
I want 10.
This one has a delicate enough grip to perform surgery, or do this. Ooh. Now, over here are examples of what people imagined robots would be. This is where we'll put your rare models. You will have them here before the opening tonight, right?
Oh, sure, I'll bring them back after I take George home. Thanks. Here, you can drive the Mars rover out.
Wow! Hundley sure loves that.
Okay, George. I have to take that with me. Thanks. I'll see you later.
I never knew Hundley liked robots so much.
That's how George got the idea to make a robot for Hundley to play with. It worked. Hundley thought George was a real robot. Being robotic for a whole hour was tiring. George was ready to get out of that thing. But he didn't want to ruin it for Hundley by letting him see the robot wasn't real. Since he couldn't reach the button, George decided to relax and wait till the elevator came.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Hi, I just came to pick up a small red robot.
You mean the one in the lobby?
He said 2 inches tall, but I guess he meant 2 feet.
There was the elevator. Finally, George could go home.
Uh-oh, I left it right here.
Oh, no. Someone must have kicked it. Check the floor.
I don't think you could kick that thing across the room.
Oh, sure you could. It's only 2 inches tall.
You mean 2 feet?
I know the difference between inches and feet, Professor.
There's a runaway robot upstairs. It's small, red, and says XF-17 on the side. You got the controls?
What controls? It has no moving parts. George, Professor Wiseman brought you to the museum because she thought you were my XF-17. Yeah, your outfit's so good you almost ended up on exhibit.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Huh?
We promised an XF-17 model. We never said it wouldn't be monkey-powered.
And that's how George became a museum exhibit for a day. Tracy taught her chicks to walk tall and be proud like a chicken. It was time for a bath because, in being proud like a chicken, neatness counts.
George? Would you come here, please? The neighbors will be here soon for our monthly game lunch, so I need you to run to the store. We're out of toothpicks. It's not a party if you don't pick up small food with toothpicks. Oh, we need marshmallows, too. And a new deck of cards. You got some jelly on the old deck. So take this list to Ada and Luke's general store, okay?
That sounded like a chicken in trouble. George could see those 6 chicks needed to be rescued. Now all the chicks had to do was walk across. The bridge wasn't chick safe yet. What could he do to make it safer? That bridge had sides made from triangle shapes. George suggested they cross one at a time, in case the bridge wasn't strong enough to hold them all. But the bridge was plenty strong. It even held a whole hand. A job well done. George could now rush home with the marshmallows, toothpicks, and cards. Maybe not straight home.
That must be some party if you need more marshmallows, toothpicks, and cards already.
Now it's officially a party.
Alrighty. We're going to play Go Fish, yeah?
Mama, come see what the chickens built. They are geniuses. We better start looking at colleges.
And that's how the Rankins College Fund for Gifted Chickens got its start. The country house was a great place for a monkey. Though sometimes, George ran up against the house rules.
We don't draw on the walls. House rules, remember? George, what did we say about buttering your corn with your feet?
Some house rules make sense, and some seem like a complete waste of feet. Unless he had a tree house. Then he could make his own house rules. So that's what the goggles were for. This wall needed something to hold it up while he nailed it down. Just one wall to go. But George was out of nails, and the only wood left was the piece he couldn't lift. Luckily, Mrs. Rankins told him he could have any wood he wanted. Mr. Quint wasn't home, but George had seen him get nails this way. George figured a treehouse didn't need a wood roof, especially since he was out of wood.
How do you like your new...
All fixed and solid as a rock.
Maybe you should have used nails.
Oh, I'm dying to know what you've been up to. Can I look yet? What is it? Is it a house? I mean, it's a house. You built your own tree house. Wow. I am very impressed. Say, where did you get all the wood and nails
George! Did you take my chicken's wall?
George, did you take nails from my dock? Because, look, I'm wet.
Oh, I'm sure it was a mistake. He'll give everything back. George?
Before he'd had a chance to make even one house rule, George had to take his treehouse apart.
Wait, I said you could have any nails you wanted. I could have been more specific.
Then I can make a new wall. That one looks like it belongs there.
Now George had a place where he made the rules. Rule number 1, you have to draw on the walls. And rule number 2, always butter your corn with your feet.
Oh, this isn't easy. House rules. I know. Okay.